Well, you got the 9 of coins. So you are focused on money. You are focused on wealth. You are wanting to amass wealth. Most of you, it's just in the mundane sense. I'm trying to improve my money. I am trying to get some money rolling in. And the challenge with that may be that there is just a bit of a delay. Maybe you haven't found the right gig yet. Maybe you've launched a business. This can also be like a home business with the 9 of Pentacles, or coins in this deck, because it talks about being independent, not really having to answer to anyone and having everything that you need. And especially financially. But some of you, it may just be that, yes, you're making the dough. You're going to have the dough coming in. But the work is not, it may not be something you're really super excited about, but it pays well. And you're like, well, you got to do what you got to do. But yeah, some of you may have to, if it is a home business, it may be one of those things where you have to kind of go travel and talk to somebody in a distant location, even though you'll be working from home, but you may have to fly in and do an in-person interview or something of that nature. Or you may have to travel a long way. Those of you that don't work at home, it could be, yeah, you get a good gig, but it's like, oh, I may have to move to, or it's a longer commute. There's something about travel in regards to making money. I may have to drive a long way, or I may have to relocate, and I don't know how I feel about that. So, because that's coming up as the challenge. But really, when 9 of coins is your challenge, Pisces, that's not really a challenge if you've been concerned about money. It means it's there for the taking, but yeah, you may have to do work that's not all that thrilling. It may be mundane or rigorous, but you can improve your financial situation significantly starting in July, Pisces, if you want to. But some of you, it may just be that you're interviewing and in July, and then there is just a bit of a delay before you can start raking in that dough. It's like, yeah, I'm going to be bringing in good money when I start this job, but maybe for whatever reason, you're not starting until later in July or even August for some of you. But it's coming. That's the thing. It's going to be coming in. Now, as in the present energy, as we move from June into July, we have the Pope, which is the Hierophant in other decks. So this card talks about structure and authority and tradition, playing by the rules. And again, we have Fehu coming up here. So that is, again, about money. So there's a job offer coming in, but it may be a very regimented. There's a lot of rules, a lot of regulations. You're going to have to go through some training. You're going to and it may be for a big corporation, because this card also talks about institutions, right? Government, religion, of course, but government, higher education, academic things, hospitals. But yeah, something that is required to follow certain regulations, certain guidelines, either within the corporation itself or within the government structure, hospital structure. They've got to meet all these requirements, so there are a lot of rules and regulations. So, but the money's good. That's what you're focused on. But yeah, for some of you, it could be that you're going on an interview and you're a little bit like, something seems kind of fishy here, or it kind of seems like, I'm going to be picking up the slack or doing stuff for other people or fixing other people's work. Maybe that's part of the job. Maybe you're an editor, or you're going to be in QA, quality assurance, where you are checking other people's work for mistakes, correcting mistakes, or maybe you'll be a supervisor in charge of, and it could be your job to make sure people follow the rules. Maybe some of you are working for a regulatory agency, or you're getting a job where it's your job to kind of go in and check out. I'm thinking of those people that go in the restaurants and make sure there are no, it's not dirty or whatever, the Board of Health, that sort of thing. That's going to apply, obviously, to a fewer number of you, but you get the idea. Somebody who is going in and making sure things are up to par, or making sure things are ready to go out be released to the world in some way. But yeah, at the 1st of July, you may be kind of feeling like, I wonder if this is, it kind of sounds kind of sketchy. You may just find them reticent to give up details or like hesitant to talk about certain things, but this may, again, just be part of their protocol. Like maybe they can't discuss salary until they reach a certain point in the interview process or something, Or it could just be, again, that you have no idea what you're getting into until you're actually into it. And you're like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of work and the money is good. But man, I don't know if I can do this long term. I think I'm just going to make as much money as I can make and then maybe move on. The help that's going to be available to you though, Knight of Coins. So Knight of Coins, again, money. And he's coming up with the rune of the job interview or academics, learning. So there could be a training phase here. Knight of Coins is bringing you money or bringing you news about money, saying, hey, yes, I want to talk to you. Could you come for an interview? Or, let's chat over the phone. Let's talk about when you're going to be available and what this entails, etc. Now, this could also literally be a person who is a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But this could also be news coming that you got into a college you're wanting to go to in the fall, that you've been accepted into a course of study or a program. And for many of you, though, it may not be starting right away. Again, there's a bit of a delay. He's a slow-moving knight. So he's the slowest moving knight in the deck. He's still on a horse. I mean, things are moving. He's just kind of going, he's on the old horse that's kind of walking really slow. It takes him a while to get where he's going. So, but I think you're really going to like this person that you interview with. I think you're going to find him very straightforward and answering all your questions. So I don't think for many of you, this is the same person that you may talk to initially, because we were kind of getting that things may be fuzzy and cloudy at the beginning of July, June, or end of June going into July, and your present energy in regards to money. But then after you talk to this person, it's a lot more clear what will be expected of you. But yeah, there's an element of, training, learning, studying, a period that you will go through learning the ropes. Because again, there's a lot to learn, it seems like, for most of you with whatever this career direction is. Some of you are going for a full degree program. So, but you will be starting that probably in the fall. Many of you, maybe that's the delay. But so yeah, it's going to be like, yeah, you got the job, but first you got to go through this training period, or your start date may be later in July or even into August. But the money is good with Fehu and Nine of Coins. I mean, you're going to be really excited about finally, whatever I'm doing, at least I won't have to worry about paying the bills anymore, or at least I won't have to worry about being able to spend money on something I want to spend it on. And for many of you, that's real estate, because Ophelia is here. So many of you may be wanting to move, wanting to purchase a home, purchase property for your family. Maybe you're expanding your family. Because what I'm getting is like, yeah, a whole group wants to purchase new property or buy a new home. So many of you, I feel, even though you may be unsure if this is going to be a long-term job, those of you that this is a work situation you're moving into, some of you may be thinking, well, if I can get this job, maybe it will lead to something else and we can finally move. We can purchase a property and expand. So there's going to be a lot of funds available for what you want to do, Pisces, or at least the promise of that in July. The card here in the what must be accepted position is the Two of Wands in reverse. So this kind of talks about like making a decision pretty quickly. In the upright, it can be two different paths, two different options or opportunities. In the reverse, I feel like if you do have more than one opportunity, one's going to feel more right than the other. For some of you, maybe one of these opportunities is this one that seems kind of fishy, but the money is good, but you're not getting a lot of information. And then you talk to this Knight of Pentacles and this Knight of Coins, And that's the ones. For some of you, these are two different things. The big corporate kind of bureaucratic institution, but then this Knight of Coins, it's something else entirely, and something maybe more in line with what you want, or with the schedule that you want. That could be another thing with this, with AWAS here, with the Nine of Coins coming up in the challenge, is that it could be, maybe it's the money's great, but it's like a second shift or third shift job, or you would have to totally change your schedule up in order to do this work. So that's another possibility there. But so yeah, I am seeing you weighing some things, deciding on some things, but whatever you have to choose between, it's going to be a pretty easy decision. There's one that you're just more passionate about. There's one that just suits you more, or is more in line with your schedule, or it just feels less stressful. And maybe there's less fewer rules and regulations, or the training period shorter, or something of that nature. But would still bring in the money, enabling you to move from home. Now, many of you are just, again, working from home, or this is going to be a job working from home with others. It's like you'll be part of a team, but essentially you'll be working independently. And for many of you, those of you that are like stay-at-home moms, this could be like, I'm going to do this to earn extra money, but then I can still be home with the kids during the summertime, or when they go back to school, I can take them to school, pick them up, all that stuff. So it's benefiting the family financially, but also in a care sense, because you'll be there to look after things. So Yera is here, indicating that this is a reward for efforts expended, right? Either actual effort that you've put into finding a job, effort from the past, gaining the experience that you've gained, or the efforts you put into doing whatever you need to do to get into college. Some of you may be getting ready to retire, those of you that are of that age. And you may be dealing with, an institution or bureaucratic organization trying to get your retirement set up, your 401k, figuring all of that out so that you can purchase a vacation home or retirement home that the whole family can enjoy, even extended family. I'm seeing some of you getting like a seaside place, a cottage, or a condo or something that everyone in the family can use, and that you're going to spend a lot of time there. So some of you are planning for retirement, but you're probably going to be seeking advice from someone, this Knight of Coins. Maybe you're talking to him like, well, hey, when can I retire? And he may be like, well, you're going to have to work a little bit longer, but then, like, if you want that vacation home, here's what you have to do. But so yeah, for some of you, you may be finding out, oh, there's just a bit of a delay around me moving, or around maybe paying off this property or paying off this house. But yeah, between you and as part of the team, either you and other family members, or you and other people you'll be working with, you're going to be able to make this happen, because your outcome for the month is the Magician. So that is all about taking control. Those of you that are interviewing for a position, trying to get into college, you have everything you need to accomplish this. So if you are looking for work, you have all of the skills, all of the education, all of the experience level that you need. Some of you may have been questioning that. If you were running into obstacles over the past months when we had all those retrograde planets, maybe you were thinking, oh, man, maybe I need to go back to school. Maybe I need to get a certification, or take a course or something. Maybe I'm just not up to snuff when it comes to what they want. That was just an illusion. Because whenever this card shows up, it's like, no, you don't need anything else. It's just maybe the opportunities have been sparse. But now things are picking up, and you're feeling like you are back in control. You're manifesting things that you want. And there may be one thing in particular, the job or the property, or the education you're going to get. Those of you planning to go off to college in the fall, it's going to change your life. It's like once you walk through this doorway, your life is completely changed for the better. So whatever you've been going through the first part of the year, Pisces, I'm really seeing that you're coming out of it now and really coming, kind of walking back into your power, waltzing back into your power is what I heard. I don't know, maybe some of you are, going to be so happy you're kind of dancing around when you get some news, or after this job interview, or after you purchase this property. But yeah, I'm happy to see that family relations will be going better as well, or any group associations will be going better as well. Things will be on a more level or stable playing field. And yeah, again, teamwork, everybody coming together. After maybe a trying time, a difficult time where everybody's patience was kind of tested, and there may have been disruptions and arguments and disagreements with all those retrograde planets. We had some stuff going on in June too, in regards to that was affecting some people in their family life. So I do feel like that period is coming to an end, and you're entering a very powerful phase, Pisces, where a powerful phase of manifestation, especially when it comes to money and career, landing the job, getting the experience that you need for your dream job, getting the education that you need to get your dream job. The only really drawback I see is, it will be kind of trusting your intuition and figuring out maybe when we were talking about like something seeming kind of fuzzy. When something feels off, or you're feeling like this person isn't giving me the full story, or this person isn't giving me the information that I need, they're not answering my questions. I ask them a question and they answer it with another question. Just be aware of that. But you guys are so intuitive. You're going to know probably before they even talk that something's kind of up with this organization or situation. So trust that, as you always do. It's going to be right on target. And whatever isn't the right situation to bring in the money, you will be finding the right one in July, or hearing back from the right place in July.